It's time to meal prep the chicken. So the first thing we're gonna do is get the lemon juice squeezed out into this Tupperware. Yo, it's Boston from the future. This montage of clips made no sense with their original audio, so here I am to make everything make sense. All right, you just saw me add the lemons. This is the rosemary. I'm pulling the sprigs off of the stems, and then I'm gonna dice them up real fine. And while I finish that up, I'm gonna tell you guys how good this frickin' meal was. I've eaten it 3 times in the last 4 days. Every time I eat it, it gets better because it's marinated for longer, and I have about 2 pieces left. Okay, here I am adding capers. That's optional, by the way. They're just like a salty, pea-sized vegetable. Don't forget your olive oil. There I am remembering to add that. And you're gonna wanna cut your chicken long ways because when I cook it on the skillet, it being thinner makes it easier to cook. Cook it all the way through, and then you're gonna add it to your marinade, mix it around, and you're good to go. Store it in the fridge. Here, the next day, I am at the grocery store. I needed to get some berries. Here I am getting Chobani whole yogurt, whole milk, plain Greek yogurt, I should add. I needed more eggs, and I realized eggs would not fit in my tiny little basket, so I had to go back and get a cart. Halfway through, I realized I had sausage in my freezer and tortillas and eggs, so I could make myself some amazing breakfast egg and sausage morning tacos. So I got cheese and salsa. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is get an eye going and throw a sausage on there. We'll begin scrambling some eggs. The egg is scrambled and I can hear the sausage beginning to cook. So I'm just going to break it apart. That looks good to me. I'm gonna go ahead and add the scrambled egg. I turned down the heat some because I don't want this to be done too quickly. I'm gonna grab some cheese to add that real quick. We're not gonna go light on the cheese, no reason to. That should be good. All right, now I think I'm gonna turn the heat off so that the eggs stop cooking, but their heat goes into the cheese to get that melted. Excellent, you can see. So this looks like a really good ratio. I'm gonna do half of that into this one. The remaining half into this one. Here we got medium salsa. That's great. This smells so good. Great, this is breakfast. I'm gonna put everything away and go ahead and chow down. I have finished breakfast. The tacos were so good. I'm gonna have to cook them again tomorrow because they were incredibly easy. There was such a small amount of ingredients and it only took about 6 minutes to cook 2 tacos. And I think tomorrow I'm gonna make 3. They were that good. But anyway, I finished those about an hour ago. They have had time to digest, and now I am ready to go to the park and run another 3 miles. So let's get ready. While you watch me make my lunch, I'm going to tell you how the run went. And unfortunately, it did not go well. I even stretched beforehand, but by a half a mile into the run, I just had this incredible burning, sore sensation in my lower calf, or maybe even my Achilles heel. I don't know enough to be able to pinpoint what could be causing the issue, but it was definitely not worth pushing through and doing a third mile. So I stopped at 2 miles and walked home, and I think I'm going to give myself a bit of rest between that run and my next run. I really started upping the volume from running 0 times per week to running 4 days in a row. So I'm going to give myself a couple days off of running and really work on lifting, but I'm going to incorporate it more and more into my workouts. After eating and letting it digest, I got ready to go and do a big back building calisthenics workout. The best advice I can give to grow your back and really start to see development is not to gas yourself out at the beginning of your workout, which is what I did a lot when I switched over from weight training to calisthenics work. I would do almost as many pull-ups as I could per set, and that would just have my back too fatigued too quickly. I wouldn't be able to do more than 4 sets before only being able to do a couple of pull-ups. I mean, literally a couple, 2 or 3. And this didn't start to change until I really dropped my ego and didn't work myself till failure every single rep. And how I did this was I told myself, you're going to do 6 sets of 5 pull-ups, because that would add up to 30 pull-ups in total. And even if I did those 5 pull-ups and I felt like I could have done another 5, I did not keep going. I dropped from the bar and moved on to my push-ups or whatever other exercise I was doing. And after a while, I was then able to add volume. I could do 6 sets of 6, 7 sets of 6, 8 sets of 5, and switch up the volume that way. That was the catalyst to my back growing and seeing more definition. And I would encourage everyone else to do the same. But that's the end of the video. If you liked it, I'd appreciate you clicking the like button. And if you want to see more, please click subscribe. Thank you.